I'm Carolyn Murray. We interrupt regular programming with an important weather update. The Low Country is just about 24 hours away from a winter storm. Widespread snow and bitter cold are expected during our weekend. We are taking you live to downtown Charleston, where Charleston Mayor William Cogswell is flanked by other members of Charleston City Council as well as Police Chief. We will listen in now.
We are, as you haven't heard, heading into a snowy weekend, which is something that we of course rarely see here in the city of Charleston. And while it's exciting, as your mayor and as emergency management officials can attest, it's not always fun. So please just be prepared and make sure that you take precautions. So for clarity, the county of Charleston is under a winter storm warning. We are expecting record-breaking temperatures across the region, with temperatures getting as low as in the 20s. Sometimes with the wind chill would come into the single digits. We are expecting snow starting tomorrow at about midday on Saturday, indicating that we may get as much as 6 inches. So again, get your snow shovels ready and your mittens ready and ready to build snowmen. Monday might be slightly warmer, but we are remaining concerned about black ice. So I ask you to check on your neighbors, make sure you are taking precautions with your home. And for those that might need it, we are opening a warming shelter at the Shaw Center on Mary Street starting tomorrow at noon. We have also, in terms of preparation, you'll start seeing salt that has been being spread out in different parts of the city as a precaution. And remember that bridges do ice before roadways. So really, ladies and gentlemen, what we're here to implore upon you is to stay off the roads, stay home. We don't really have the equipment to manage this kind of winter weather, so we just ask you to be respectful of that and make sure that we're not putting our emergency personnel in unnecessary danger. So we will be keeping you updated throughout the weekend as things progress and we get a little bit more accurate on the forecast, but there's no doubt about it. It is going to be very cold and a high likelihood of snow and ice. So enjoy it, have a good time, but please be safe. And I sure as hell don't want to see any donuts from cars in the middle of Broad Meeting Street like we had last time. So no yahoos. Thank you all very much. I'll turn it over if any questions. All right, it's pretty easy, guys.
So, Mayor, you got to be proud of that salt and sand burn that you got working up there on Northern King. I was with them at 5 a.m. this morning. They're sure working hard. You're proud of them.
I'm proud of my folks. We've been, we try and be proactive when we have these things. I mean, it's better to be a little bit safer than sorry. So we just want to, prepare for the worst and hope for the best, right? What else we got?
Have equipment to kind of utilize some of these storms to the biggest extent.
We've been listening to Charleston Mayor William Cogswell, who is joined with other representatives of Charleston government, the police chief, as well as fire chief, and representatives of Charleston City Council, reminding people about the seriousness of the weather that we will have over the next few days, that there will be snow as well as some ice on area roads. The mayor saying that he's imploring people to stay off roads unless absolutely necessary. Leave that to first responders. Just reminding everyone to use good common sense this weekend, as this is weather and conditions we are not accustomed to in this part of the country. We're going to find out more about the weather right now from our Storm Team 2 Chief Meteorologist Rob Fowler. And Rob, several inches of snow, and this is different than what we had the last time we had snow during the month of January last year.
Yeah, about a year ago, we had 2 days back-to-back, the 21st and 22nd of January, totaling 2.5 inches of snow. We also had some ice underneath. I don't think that's going to be as big of a problem, but we certainly could see snowfall totals a little higher than that. You heard the mayor talk about the big 2 issues. Number 1, the snow, and number 2, the record cold. We do have winter storm warnings that actually kick in tomorrow morning all the way through Sunday afternoon. Basically, this means it's imminent, folks. Yesterday we were under a watch, upgraded to a warning earlier today, and at least 2 inches is what the criteria is. And this storm's starting to take shape. Here it is diving out of the Midwest where it's bitterly cold. This really is coming out of the Arctic, so somebody left the freezer door open all the way back down into the southeastern United States. There's that upper level low as we get into Saturday, and then it moves off the coast late Saturday, early Sunday, and then travels up the eastern seaboard. So this is going to be a storm a lot of folks will be dealing with up and down the East Coast. Now, you can already see we've got some snowflakes flying by Nebraska all the way into Kansas, so that's just an indication that the storm is starting to take shape, and it will dive all the way into the southern United States and then kind of wrap back in, and that's where the snow is going to come from. We're not the only ones under winter storm warnings. Eastern Georgia, all of South Carolina, all of North Carolina, and parts of Virginia, even West Virginia and eastern Tennessee. So again, as we mentioned, a lot of folks will be dealing with. Here's our timeline now. We're within 1 day, so we're talking about a call to action. So now we're identifying specifics, exact timing, location, and overall threat impacts. And that's what we've been kind of working on here for the last couple of days. Meanwhile, here's our ViperCast model as we take you into Friday evening. The model is actually painting maybe a couple of showers early. Temperatures will be warm enough. This was our bonus day today. If you've stepped outside, you know we've been well into the 50s, so we needed a day like this to maybe warm the roads just a little bit more. Then we get into the overnight Friday and early Saturday. You can see by Saturday morning maybe some sleet showing up. The snow is in blue. Most of that will be in the upstate. Meanwhile, as we get into the afternoon, now we're starting to see that creep in east of Interstate 95. So as the mayor mentioned, we're talking about maybe early to mid-afternoon when we'll see the snowflakes flying. Then this is our 5 o'clock look from ViperCast, which is our high resolution model, and you can see the winds coming in from the north. You can see everybody shaded in blue, and that means we've got snowflakes flying. Where you see patches where it's a little darker blue, that's where we may see banding of snow, and that's why sometimes it's hard to forecast accumulations for everybody, because some areas may pick up a little bit more than your neighbor just down the street just because of where those bands set up. Then we get into the overnight Saturday, early on Sunday. This is midnight picture on Saturday night. By 3 a.m. on Sunday, now we're starting to kind of see some snowflakes eastern portions of South Carolina and northeast. Then we get into 7 o'clock in the morning by Myrtle Beach and the Grand Strand. I think by then all of that will be offshore. Keep in mind now we've got to deal with those northwesterly winds, which will be blowing maybe 25 to 30 miles an hour near the coast. That's why the wind chill is coming up for the upcoming weekend, especially Sunday morning, in the single digits. So there's a lot to talk about. We've got updated models coming in the next few hours or so, and we'll give you all that information, give you a better look at what to expect for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. More at 4 coming up as well. And we're going to send you back to our regular program.